special. We're going to Disney World, and I just love going to Disney World in the fall time. They have these little Mickey pumpkins everywhere. So cute, and the weather's lovely. But the main reason why it's so incredibly special is because we're taking our baby to Disney World for the first time, and this is a day that I've dreamed about for years and years. I grew up in the Central Florida area, so Disney was always kind of in our backyard, which is amazing. But when you grow up with it right there, you kind of like take it for granted, or like don't really understand how special that is, because it's just, it just feels so abundant. But I started working for Disney actually in high school. I was a character performer, which was so fun, and I just loved it so much that I kind of like fell into loving Disney even more, even though like I kind of had it not so highly coveted when I was younger. So once I started working for Disney, I really fell in love with Disney. And then in college, I applied to internships and ended up working for the Disney social media team, talent acquisition team, which was such a great experience. And it's just been really fun to make memories there. And yeah, ever since I started working there, I just could not wait to bring my child, because I just saw like all the families making memories together and just how sweet that is. So I'm in awe that we're here. I'm a mom and I'm taking my kid to Disney. It's insane. So I'm just feeling so thankful, so excited. My mom's coming with us, Dolly. Dolly's her grandma name. So we really don't have any plans. Actually, we do. We made a reservation at California Grill for dinner. So I'm really excited about that, because I haven't been to that restaurant since I don't even know, a child myself. And then Brandon, my husband, has not been at all. And it's just a really beautiful, beautiful dining experience. So that's great too, because we can park at the Contemporary Hotel, which is right across from Magic Kingdom, which is the park that we're going to. So that's just incredibly convenient, especially with a baby and a stroller. This is our first time taking a stroller to Disney, so that'll be new. And then also I'm gonna check out the nursing rooms, never been in there. And so there's a lot of new experiences, and I just haven't been to Disney myself. Goodness, I don't even know how long it's been. It's been a long time. So there's lots of new things like Tiana's ride and food, like plenty of different food. I know in Tiana's little area, she has beignets. Yum, I might need to try those. So I'm just giddy, if you can't tell. And I'm just so looking forward to making memories. Let me show you his outfit. I need to go wake him up from his morning nap and change him and feed him. But look at this outfit. It's from my friend Haley, which I actually met her when I was interning at Disney. So it's really cute. It's like this linen Mickey outfit. And then it has little shorts too. So we're just gonna look styling today for Mickey. And she also gave us the good idea, which is so obvious, but I didn't even think of it. We have to meet Mickey today, which our son is small. He's 3 months old. So this is really for us to make the memories and just remember everything. It's just a fun activity. And he's a lot more awake now, which is fun. So he'll be able to like look around, soak in all the colors, all the sounds, all the sights. So here we go. It's gonna be a magical day. Actually weren't able to park at the Contemporary Resort. They said the parking lot was high capacity that day, so we could only park at the resort 2 hours before our dining reservation. So just something to keep in mind, but it wasn't a huge deal. We just went over to the Ticket Transportation Center, took the ferry boat over to Magic Kingdom, and I just loved seeing all the fall decor and pumpkins. It's so adorable. I feel like I took a picture and video of every single Mickey pumpkin I saw. There was also the piano player at Casey's Corner, which was fun to see. So we just took some time strolling around, and then we went over to meet Mickey Mouse. I feel like this was a rite of passage for our son's first Disney day, and we were so thankful it was only a 10-minute wait. So we strolled on in, and then we met him, took pictures. It was really sweet.
Se ne fue un momento para
It was time for our little lad to eat, so we actually went to go check out the baby center. It was the first time checking it out, and wow, it is so beautiful. The cast member there actually shared that they recently redid it, and it's all Alice in Wonderland themed design. Absolutely beautiful and so comfortable. They have many different resources there, and they had a private nursing room for nursing moms, and this little teapot lamp was just precious. So that was a great little break. And then we went over to Tiana's Bayou Adventure because we hadn't seen it yet, so that was just really cool to take a peek at. And then it was time for something to eat, and this was actually another reason we headed over to Tiana's, because I really wanted to try the beignets. They have them at the Golden Oak Outpost now. Delicious. I like the flavor with the honey, and the bees are trying to get some too. I absolutely love honey, so this was so tasty. And then we did the Hall of Presidents. It was a nice little air-conditioned break, and I don't think Brandon had ever done it before, so it was really interesting. Lots of good American history. And then we strolled over to Fantasyland and we did It's a Small World. This ride pretty much never has a long wait, which is great, and it's a classic. You gotta do a classic. After It's a Small World, we went to the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, which is just incredibly delightful. And the queue for this ride is so fun. It's so interactive for the kids. Our next ride was the People Mover, which I always enjoy. It just feels like, again, a nice, peaceful ride. You get a nice bird's eye view of the park. And Magic Kingdom's great if you are traveling with babies or a young child, because there's so many rides that you can take your baby on, and basically any ride that doesn't have a height requirement, you're able to take your baby or young child. So of course that was great for our situation. And then we noticed when we were on the People Mover that Space Mountain only had a 10-minute wait. So my mom hung out with our son, and then Brandon and we ran over to Space Mountain, and it was just a great little thrill. I was craving going on a roller coaster, so it was unexpected that we were able to squeeze this in, but it was so fun. And then we made our way to the Hub Grass, which is what this green space area is called in the middle of the park facing the castle. And I brought a picnic blanket, we sprawled it out, and then Brandon went to go grab some coffee and chai for us, and we essentially just had a lovely picnic in the middle of the park, and it was so wonderful just to sit under the shade, do some tummy time, people watching, chat. This was a highlight of the day for me. It was just exactly what I was hoping for. Just have some slow moments with my family, just soaking in all the magic surrounding us. On our way out of the park, we went through some of the shops to look at some of the merchandise, and my mom got a bubble wand. She was very excited. She's very excited to play with her grandchildren with the bubble wand. And then we saw the marching band roll through, and we realized it was time for the flag retreat ceremony, which this is something they do every single day. I believe it happens at 5 p.m., but just check before you head to the park. This was really, really beautiful. They actually coordinate with veterans who are visiting the park that day, and they invite them up to take part in this event, and it's just a wonderful way to honor the veterans. They had a retired Navy veteran and a retired Army veteran who were honored, and it was wonderful to hear the marching band as well as the Dapper Dan. So I'm glad that we serendipitously saw this happening when we were strolling out. The walk to the Contemporary Resort takes about 10 minutes, so that was really convenient. And like I said, Brandon brought the car over, which we were thankful for at the end of the night. And when we entered the lobby, we noticed this adorable pumpkin decorating contest that the cast members put together, and the pumpkins were incredible. Basically, cast members from each department team up to make these extravagant pumpkin carving creations, and they had the guests vote on their favorites. So that was a fun little activity to do while we were waiting for our dinner. And then we made our way up to California Grill. It felt fancy from the start because they actually have a separate elevator that transports you up to the restaurant. And I was trying to think, and I was talking to my mom, I really don't know if I have ever been to this restaurant. I just kind of thought, maybe I just imagined that I have because I grew up in the area. So I'm like, oh, surely I've been there, but maybe I haven't. So it was really wonderful to be able to experience it, take in the views. We saw this little rainbow from the window, which was lovely. And then we started our dining adventure. It's a prefix menu, so we decided to just sort of share different items so that we could taste test everything. And we started out with some lion's mane sushi and goat cheese ravioli. Both were divine, and the whole meal was so beautifully crafted, and we enjoyed every bite. And one of the highlights of the meal was dessert. Look at all these desserts we got to enjoy. We had this olive oil lemon cake, and something unique was Brandon actually ordered the cheese plate for our dessert, which had different pairings. And again, just such a beautiful and elevated dining experience, and truly such a sweet way to end such a special day. A few days later, we came home from Disney and we were sleepy. We were ready to just focus, get to bed, but it was such a special day. I'm so thankful. Well said, yeah, me too. I'm so thankful we were able to do that together. Palmer's like, bring me next time. I'm so thankful we were able to do that with one another and just make those memories. Seriously, I want to remember that day forever and ever. It was just precious, precious, precious. We all set our highlights. So for me, my highlight was making a little picnic in the grass by the castle and just sort of relaxing, sipping on chai and coffee. Brandon's highlight, I'm talking about Disney.
No, you're talking to him.
Yeah, I know, I talk to Wills all the time. What was your Disney highlight? I remember it.
I was just texting someone about it, actually.
Really?
Well, I mean, California Girl was incredible.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. Just the atmosphere, the food, and then the timing, being there for sunset. And you see that over Magic Kingdom, but really just the whole day, and just being at Disney with the weather and with your mom was really special.
Yeah.
Just because her added zest for
Yeah,
Disney.
She's a magical lady.
Makes it extra fun. But also, really the favorite was when we went on our ride together.
Yeah,
we snuck
our
away.
Space Mountain.
Her brief moment, which
we
was
felt
also,
like kids. It was so cute. But my mom said her favorite moment was when we snuck away. She went on Carousel of Progress with her grandson. Yeah, it was great. He's a happy guy, a happy little guy over here. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little Disney vlog and excited to see you next. Bye!
Bye!